Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's week is going great so far. Today, I thought I'd start on a terraforming slash waterscaping project that I have planned for my island. So we're gonna work on this kind of huge area, which, I have it planned for quite a while, but I've been kind of putting it off because it's a huge project and I was kind of like vaguely envisioning a lot of terraforming and waterscaping. But then recently I had the realization that I'm a little bit slow in working on this island, not that there's any contest or anything like that. But since I mostly build like whenever I film videos, I only do that like once a week, and I kind of want the island to be finished already, just because I really love fall, but being stuck in 1 month in November for like prolonged periods of time is not very ideal. Like it can get tedious. So as I mentioned, this area will be terraforming and waterscaping heavy. Perhaps this is the most terraforming I've done, not only for this island, but ever. So I keep most of the footage in, even like the little mistakes, because the waterscaping and terraforming tools are not the easiest to use. But this area over here is the other side of the sunken area that I built previously. So there's just the land bridge over there at the top, and I just envisioned it to be mostly water actually. I don't have that many areas on my island that's just focused on terraforming and waterscaping. For the most part, I keep it like functional, and since it's a Farmcore island, there's just mostly farms. So I kind of wanted to try something different, something new, like just an area where it's pretty and it would be nice to take photos and stuff. So while I am waterscaping this beautiful lake, river, water area, let's talk about my next island theme, because I've been thinking about it more and more recently. So as I not really, but as I try to complete this island, I've been thinking about it, and I know I said that it's difficult to get stuck in like 1 month for prolonged periods of time. I kind of want my next island to be set in spring, like early spring, like maybe March, like right before the cherry blossom season. I don't know what theme it will be exactly, but I do know that it's most likely going to be like a natural theme. Like I would love to do city builds or other builds with simple panel buildings and stuff like that, but I don't think I'm good at it enough to make an entire island out of them. Maybe one day, but for my next island, I think it's gonna be a natural island no matter what. So I'm still thinking about the exact theme for that. But as I said, like my issue or problem with that is like just the season. Like I want it to be in spring, but I don't want to get stuck again. So I don't know. Is it worth it to build during whatever season it is in the actual game, and then just save the dream address in spring or something like that? But also I think that's not gonna be ideal for me, because some builds would look nice in spring and would not necessarily look nice in other seasons. Like for example, after fall, it's gonna be winter again, and I find it so difficult to decorate for winter. But anyway, thank you guys so much for letting me ramble on and just think out loud. So you heard it here first. I am doing a spring island. I don't know what theme exactly, but I hope I distracted you enough from the very long clips of me just terraforming and waterscaping, and it's not even done yet. But here, this is just me extending the water even further. Yeah, I really just want it to be like just mainly water with just a few land bridges or land pathways. But back to random stuff, because the terraforming is gonna take just a little bit more. Yeah, so last week I turned 30. It's kind of a big milestone, but not really, because it just goes by so fast, you guys. If you're in your early 20s, I say just enjoy every minute of it. Like, do whatever you enjoy the most. I know it's difficult currently because of the situation, but yeah, it really does go by so fast. I swear, I just turned 21 yesterday and got my first tattoo. But yeah, in a blink of an eye, I am 30 already, and still kind of figuring things out, and playing it by ear still, and just here having fun building my island on YouTube and showing you guys my progress every week, hoping you find some inspiration. But yeah, it's just so crazy to me. Like, we started this pandemic, I am still 28, and now I am 30. Like, I keep telling my friends that, you know what, once we get out of this pandemic, I'm still gonna be telling people that I'm 28 because the pandemic years don't count at all. And yay, we are finally done with the waterscaping, the terraforming for the most part, though I do make some adjustments later on. So yeah, we're on to the decorating part. I tell you now that it is going to be mostly just planting flowers strategically to make them look pretty and well balanced. So the idea for the land area is just, yeah, as I said, mostly flowers, or like areas where the farm animals come to graze, and maybe they come to replenish themselves with water because there's a lot of water. So I do use, as always, the Aries rocking chair and the Taurus bathtub, just to represent some farm animals that are just wandering around. And like in the process of decorating the main area, I also go ahead and do the transition areas, because if I don't do them now, I'm just gonna procrastinate again. So since that was the plan, most of the area is really flowers and natural stuff, and pumpkins and weeds. But I do use some furniture, though minimally, as compared to other builds. What I mostly use are barrels and like the tall farm items. So like the silo, I use that, and then you will see I also use a lot of wind turbines. So just the idea that it's a very natural area, but I kind of wanted the tall items because they kind of look nice when you take a photo from afar, and like they just stand out. Yeah, because as I said, I wanted it to be like a nice photo area, because I don't have much of those, or I don't have any of those in my island currently. And like, I envy people who can do that, like a lot of sunken areas, a lot of areas with waterfalls where you can just take nice photos all the time. But like, there's a lot of talented people like on YouTube and on Instagram as well, and I'm just always in awe of their talent. So here in this little pathway, I just add like that bicycle over there, and the sheep, and just a little wooden stool, and more flowers, as Deirdre is doing the zoomies over there. This area actually ends up being too crowded and too tight, so I don't like having to like scoot over every time I pass by it. So I kind of extend the land later on, but just a little, just so I can fit in there. But yeah, once I release the dream address for this island, it has to come with a warning that it's gonna be very crowded, and a lot of the areas are like just one path. You can only pass through one tile of path. Honestly, please extend your prayers as early as now for future me, who will have to dig up all these flowers when I flatten. Like, why couldn't there be like an easier way to dig up flowers, you know? Like, it has to be like as easy as picking up a weed or something like that. Or like, why couldn't we have a function like, you know, that function in the Island Designer app when you can request to have it clean up like your surrounding areas? Like, why can't that option be available for like a bigger area on your island, or like even the entire island, so you don't have to restart all over when you can't be bothered to dig up all the flowers? Like, the internal struggle that I am experiencing right now, just thinking about whether I should really flatten as I initially intended to do, or just restart. And you know, because there are a lot of generous people on Twitter and on Discord who give away a lot of items, and not to mention there are a lot of treasure islands out there. I don't know. Again, I'm sorry about that. I am just thinking out loud for my plans for the future of this island. And then here we are doing the second level, which is mostly a transition area from Nook's Cranny up to Rosie's house over there. And just so it's not just the pathing and it's not entirely flowers, I kind of wanted like a centerpiece, so I end up choosing this nuptial bell over here, the brown one. I think, yeah, this is the first time that I've used this item, and I hope it doesn't feel too, or it doesn't look too awkward over there. But if you can also notice, like down there below, towards the left, is like the sunken fairy area that I built previously. And since I also already decorated like a portion of this second level, like just to fit the theme of that fairy area, not gonna lie, it clashes a little bit because there's a lot of pink over there, so I ended up removing the pink rose because that one in particular was like throwing me off. And then I do end up trying like a variety of other centerpieces. So I tried the beautiful statue, and I tried like the white variation of the nuptial bell. For some reason the white is too bright for me, so I think it's gonna be the dark brown one for now. As I was editing, I was actually thinking about how the Valiant statue could look nice in there as well. It's not as bright, but we'll see. Maybe the nuptial bell will grow on me. And then we are done with the build. So here is just a little walk through the area. Honestly, I don't know what to call the area. I don't even know how to like create a title for this video at this point, but all I know is that it's quite pretty with all the water and the flowers. And then if you go up here to Nook's Cranny and go behind it with the little park area that I built off cam, you just go to this transition area with a little centerpiece over there. And it is raining yet again as I end this video, so I hope wherever you are staying safe and warm. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!